listeners, we're back for episode 61. I can't tell you what we were doing except for I think we were starting to get into a fight. I know I had. Meepo was complaining. No, was that. Did we start where we did we interacted with the giant, right?
We had tea with
Okay.
the
Roughly
fight.
where we
Okay.
start.
All right. So when we started, we had the giant that had damaged Meepo with a big rock. Meepo was whining, so I healed him for a little bit. I had the hill giant convinced that we were friendly and we were about to go. And Katya said, "Hey, let's have some tea."
Which we did.
And I looked at Kat and was like, "What the heck? We need to go to get away from this dude, and you want to sit here and storytell with him."
Yes.
So Levi was kind of perturbed, going, "Hey, we got." So Levi kept telling his story because he didn't have much more to go on, but Kat wanted to do tea, so he ended up inadvertently lying to the giant, saying that we're in the big throne room and we had this permission, and luckily we got away with it. And the giants believed it and was like, "Ooh, oh, well, if you have the permission from them, well, I'm going to get out of here." So we finally got out of there. We went down to the cave. We followed the same way that we were going, stalactites, stalagmites. There was a rock with a funky divot stuff that Levi got some fungi type stuff out of. And
We went down a whirlpool.
oh, that's right. That we found a big hole that the water was going into. We tied Kat to a rope, sent her down. I think she got panicked or something like that. We tried to pull her up and didn't get very far. So we said screw it, and I think we all went down.
Yes.
Did that come close then?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Just some key details, not key details, but
Mine.
notable details. Like, it wasn't a hill giant, it was a fire giant.
Well, it was a
you hit-
giant.
Yeah. You healed Meepo inside the caves for the first time.
Well, that's when he was whining the most.
Why?
Uh,
As if
yeah,
I didn't get
why?
hit by a fucking boulder.
Also, I didn't feel like we were going to make it out of there, and that's why I invited to tea. It doesn't hurt to be polite.
No.
Apparently, except it does, because now we've lied and we're going to die.
Well, who said lying was polite?
But we got away with it.
For now! For now!
My mother-in-law liked to say, never be afraid of being kind.
That's a nice one. I like that.
I have a +8 to persuasion and deception.
It's just, this can definitely come back to bite us.
Oh, I'm sure it will, but
So we tune in as you guys are in the bottom of at the bottom of the underwater tunnel. You were tossed and turned as you flowed down to the bottom. Everyone having a difficult time except for Katya with her swim speed. She seemed to be able to gracefully steer her way back and forth using her cloak of the manta ray. When you guys got to the bottom, you were in a large open expanse, hard to make out details except for the dark, murky water around you in all directions. Katya, using her detect It's locate object, isn't it? Not detect. I think it's locate object.
Yeah, it's locate object.
Yes. Sorry, my bad.
No,
I didn't realize we were having a question.
no. It could have been rhetorical, so I don't blame the pause. Uh, sensed the Mythalar in front of them. Unable, the rest of the party unable to keep up with her, adopted a group swimming position, which was posted to our Facebook chat in a crude sketch. And that's where we tune in.
There's this crude sketch.
Birded. I'm looking for the group sketch. Apologies.
No, it's a bit back there. It's the chalk drawing.
Oh.
Ah, I see.
I didn't know what details to give Levi. So he's got a sword.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Alrighty, and I guess we swim.
I'm a swim towards the object.
Okay. Katya and everyone else in the water, you notice that this is when you were in the ocean earlier, the warm light of the sun kept the ocean, fairly warm, at least comfortable. Being in this dark cave, it's noticeably colder it's noticeably colder as you all are moving along with purpose in this direction. All of you have dark vision, right? But that's the only kind of extra sensory stuff you have going on.
No, I have my dark vision.
Right. But that's all you've got for your extra sensory stuff, right? Is dark vision.
Think so.
Okay. Can I get a perception check for you all?
Do you think a divine sense would help?
Well, are you detecting fiends, fae, or undead? Because I think that's what it does.
Celestial fiends or undead? Yes.
Okay.
It would help you detect celestials, fiends, and undead.
But do you think that would help?
Are you
If
trying to
you-
detect celestial, fiends, and undead?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, if there's celestial fiends or undead in this cave, you'll see them.
Fair enough.
Perception of 20.
9.
We're rolling perception checks. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
13.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Click and Meepo. Click, your first thought is moving through the water is not unlike moving through the air. It's just thicker. You see Katya swimming along. It's the manta ray fins reminding you of wings. You see, as well as Meepo, you see a glint of movement off to your right side as you are continuing on in this direction Katya has picked. A small shape at first glance. You're only there for a flash on the edge of your dark vision.
I pointed out to Katya.
You see nothing, Katya, with your lower roll.
Can I try divine sense?
Go ahead.
I use it.
Reaching out to your god, you ask for the divine favor to expand your awareness, and it returns with nothing.
Cool.
It is
Cool.
still the murky black expanse that you know all around.
Oh, that helps me know that I also do
I
not
tell you
really-
to swim that way.
Yeah, why not? I'll swim that direction. I'm happy to do that.
Okay. Everyone who is holding on to Katya,
Yes.
feel her bank to the right. It's you are turning away from the object in detect object.
Oh,
Are we? Oh, okay. So you're the only one what that detects the object sense.
no, I'm gonna go towards the detect object. I'm gonna say I don't think it's this way.
Fair enough.
Okay. Katya turns back. Continue to swim on. Katya, the object, it's not exactly staying in one place. It's in this general direction, but depending on the level, depending on the relative like z-axis, to use it in 3-point terms, it seems to be moving even further down.
Oh,
Okay. And that's how it continues on for the next few minutes. Katya, you'll be swimming and swimming. Everyone else limited in perception. Click and Meepo occasionally seeing what could be understood as movement, vague flashes on the edge of your vision. Some large, some small, even tiny sized.
it's a little fishies.
Could be.
Fish.
Just keep swimming.
Flashes. So, don't know what to make of flashes.
This is
How
my
close are
swimming.
they?
Yeah, you can only see about 60 feet out with dark vision.
Well, are they far away flashes?
Some are closer than others, and it's more of, when I say flashes, I mean only for an instant. Do you think you see
Or are
something?
they like right in my face?
Not right in your face.
Okay.
Like you'll occasionally see the shape enter the edge of your vision, and then it'll quickly flick off to the right.
I think they're fishies.
So I'm assuming because my dark vision goes to 120 feet, but my roll was a 13, that I wouldn't see any of that.
No. It's in this complete lack of light that it's just by the sheer fact that Meepo has lived his life underground, and Click's eyes are especially trained as a bird of prey. That those bits of movement or those vague sounds and flutters in the water that Meepo would be trained to listen to in a cave for echo. It's like that's what he's picking up. It's like you ever get, I know it's a trope, and I should hate it, but I love the whole, like, when you think you hear something kind of sense. It's like when someone's just walking and I don't know. Sorry.
Well, you have no reason to apologize.
Katya, it is at this moment that your detect object runs out.
I'll use it again.
Okay.
That's my last second level spell slot, just so y'all are aware.
You're the one burning them.
I'm
I'm sure we
just-
will never need them.
I'm just telling you, so that
Right.
you are informed, including the DM.
We're gonna die.
No, we're not.
It's okay. I made a backup character just in case. I did that this week.
And Ian made his escape plan.
I had a very quiet week, so I made a backup character.
So
Just
we're
because I
continuing to
was
go
the
down.
only one in the other group that survived.
We could have more than one cleric.
Oh boy, that would be interesting. Multiple high-level clerics.
Hey, I am perfectly down with us all just forming a group of clerics, and we'll call ourselves the Amen.
Yeah, you brought this up. You brought this one up before.
Yes, I have, and I'm
I still
perfectly
thought about
down with
possibly
it.
different wizards, each with a different school or vocation.
I think the clerics might get into more interesting debates. But as you continue to swim on, the wide open expanse seems to be getting narrower. It's like as you keep on following and following this, and for everyone else with without a sense of where you're going, Katya, it's a little bit it become it's you very easily lose your sense of distance, and this wide open expanse is noticeably getting smaller. First for Levi, because with his enhanced vision, you begin to see the black outlines of rock formations, and like rows of teeth coming up from tops and bottoms, like closing in down on you.
Are we still fitting?
Hmm?
Are we still fitting?
Oh yes, no. Sorry, I should do better. Um, it's more of when you guys came out the bottom of the water slide chute.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately, all you could see beyond the chute was just wide open expanse. You couldn't see the cave floor or the ceiling. You just knew that you were in a large underwater chamber. But Katya, as you've continued to follow this object for many minutes now, it has started to close in.
Oh. I let everybody know that what we're looking for is getting closer suddenly and be on their guard.
I prepare to stab.
Okay, so since you said that, I am going to cast light and put it on the front of my shield so I can start, lighting things up, seeing if that helps.
Okay.
I will say real quick, Ian, before you do that, I have the
Alright.
daylight spell prepared.
Yeah, but my light doesn't cost anything.
Oh, it doesn't cost anything? All right, that's fine.
Cantrip.
But,
That's
Yeah.
right. I forgot it was a cantrip.
well, cantrip versus third level spell, it's like daylight will certainly be more effective, but light is cheaper.
I will say I'll also go ahead and cast light on my holy symbol around my neck just to aid.
Okay. All right. As you both cast light, everyone can see rapid movement.
Oh.
There's small objects, big objects. Some swim away from you. Some swim perpendicular to you. They're just, once the movement slows down, the tiny objects that swam away are now beyond your sight. The bigger objects are long, scaly fish. Some of them have like these plain white eyes. Some of them pure black. The fish begin to circle you.
Are these fish bigger than the fish Meepo caught?
Some of them are, yes.
So I poke Meepo or elbow Meepo and say, "Hey, look, maybe you can catch another fish."
Meeple's not hungry right now.
Also, in this expanding light, you see those cave formations all over. These cave formations are more of those drawings that you saw above in the entrance to the cave.
Oh, interesting.
That's fine.
Oh, apologies.
No, you're fine. These, however, seem different. But from where you all are right now, you're going to have to investigate.
Well, since
Y'all
I
don't
read the other ones, I'll take a look at. Are they close to us?
You're going to have to leave the group and swim over to them.
Are we swimming
Bad
through
idea.
the line of fish?
It's a great way to get lost in the dark.
Oh no, Levi's illuminated, so everyone
Yeah,
can
but if
see
Levi
him.
slims away, he can't find us.
Well, Click's
No,
with
I'm
you.
eliminated as well.
So now I'm just picturing Atlantis.
Yeah.
I have the same thing going.
So you said I need to swim away to do that.
Yes.
How far is it swimming? Is it through the line of fish?
As you swim forward, most of the fish swim away from you. It's only that this absolutely the absolute largest stick around, seemingly unperturbed by you.
But they're not trying to
They don't seem like they're
do
moving
more than
aggressive.
fish.
Yeah.
do.
They don't
Okay.
seem like they're aggressively moving towards you. These are they're a bit bigger than Meepo, but none of them are your size.
But they're not like piranhas.
Mm-mm.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well,
I
I mean,
Tried bleeding.
okay. I will go over there. You said these were like the hieroglyphics. Was I able to read the old hieroglyphics with
When
my
you-
comprehend languages?
Yes, when you use comprehend languages.
Okay. I'm going to then do again comprehend languages and see if we can tell what they say.
Okay, so you guys see that very whoop.
Abort.
No, I nearly dropped my phone.
that's
Oh,
not
did I
good.
tell you what happened to my phone?
No.
Mhm.
So we had a ER visit, and short version is I got too stressed out and left my phone on the roof, and it flew off. I was able to recover it,
Jeez.
but yeah.
Wow.
So I had to get a new phone, and then I have to get this phone repaired because apparently, you know, you can only have 5 gigabytes worth of pictures on iBackup.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you pay for more.
Yeah,
I don't really want to pay for it though. Even though it's kind of cheap, I don't really want to.
yeah. Sorry, but yeah, I just thinking about. So Levi, these are not as graffitied as the one upstairs, whereas the other one, it had a lot of fish iconography and a bunch of scratched out sigils that only left the word Sekala. It seems like this has not been as tainted. There's not only is there the fish iconography, but there are stars. And
Stars.
yes. And instead of the long fish-like bodies that you would saw up there, there's strange tendril-like creatures twisted around the entire stalagmite. Everyone can see Levi as he's almost orbiting this stalactite, following the engraving all the way around. From the tip to the tail, it takes up the entire stalactite. And reading it, it says Elune.
Okay, I'll make sure that they can hear that. If I have to do
What's a loon?
a message to probably click to tell him, you know, what it says. If they can't hear me, because we got all these moving water and all that.
Yeah, and to further describe it, this creature, Levi, as you can see it, it's got long tendrils and some of them end in fin-like appendages, all leading up to a central body where you see many eyes.
And then I will describe that and send it to him if they can't hear.
Can I reply to you in my mind?
Yep, if he's using the message.
Then I would respond to you. What you're describing is that the beholder thing that you told me about several weeks back.
You don't
even
think
remember.
it is?
Huh?
Make a nature check.
Who?
Levi.
$15.
No, this is not a beholder. The beholder has 10 eye stalks that are spaced around one giant eye. This thing has many eyes.
I see why
Boy.
Click thought this, though.
Mm-hmm.
Just playing the part.
I feel like we're in Mountains of Madness here.
What is Mountains of Madness?
Lovecraft story.
Haven't read that one.
It's the you get the can't remember the name of that creature.
One of my favorite jokes about Lovecraft stories is like, man, I can't believe he got away with saying like, man, this thing is terrifying. Why is it terrifying? Oh man, I just can't describe it.
It was bad.
He knew how to make you use your own imagination.
I was about to say, there's nothing more powerful than the fear your own mind can conjure.
Yeah.
But
But
you're
I
right,
feel like
though.
I feel like if I tried that in a writing assignment, I get in trouble.
Shogoth.
You just got to make sure how to verb it.
Yeah.
All right. So I pass this message on to the rest of the people around me. So Ian sees hieroglyphs, and there's this creature with lots of tentacles that are connected to a ball with lots of eyes. I checked; it's not a beholder. Well, he
Freaking
said
Shogoth.
A ball with lots of ice.
eyes.
Eyes.
It's not quite a ball. It's longer than that. It's more oblong with lots of tendrils, some ending in fin-like.
An egg with lots
Man, guys, we're gonna
I was
die.
thinking it was an egg with lots of eyes.
This is gonna end really poorly.
Yeah.
No. We got this. We're set. We're gonna win.
No.
We'll win D&D.
Oh no, we're fucked.
Where is the thing?
There's no way back out either, really. So
Oh,
the
my
only way out is forward.
Hey, if
There's no way
you
back
give
out.
me a few more levels, I'll be able to teleport us to places.
Yeah, just give me a few more levels.
That's
Out in our deep dark pit.
that's exactly what Zara said. It's like I'll get us out of here, guys. I just need 3 more
A couple
levels.
more levels, guys. I'm kidding.
Hey,
Right now,
that's true.
like, give
It's
me some
all I needed.
levels. I'm gonna train really hard in my deep, dark, pitch black pit of water.
Hey, you could have gone down in the water.
We are in the water.
No, I mean
I tried
in
to go
that
down
way.
in the water. You wouldn't let us.
Yeah, you kept saying we needed to go.
Hey, that doesn't mean you can't.
I mean, we are in the water.
This is a team game. We
Referring-
were listening to one of our teammates.
He's referring to Finn.
No.
It's like Finn was like, "Let's get out of here," and they listened.
Yeah.
And see what happened? It's what happens when you
All right.
when you listen
I'm
to
gonna,
the little
I'm gonna
kid.
go ahead and pull the rule. You're the player. You made the character do it, so it's on you as Ian, not on us.
All right. Well,
Well,
I guess we keep swimming along.
And what's worse is you guys went back and left.
well,
So there was twice you could have gone in the water back there on that island and refused.
Wasn't the concern not the what? Okay, is this as Finn or is this as Levi? Because there was the lake, but that was a Katya thing.
Yeah, there was the Black Glass Lake that Katya got freaked out at. Uh, Chris, you weren't there. Click. I just wrote as playing along with Katya, as like getting freaked out. And then Levi was like, "Oh, there's nothing down there. I don't believe you. We gotta get out of here."
And then the problem we had as first party was the mushroom people.
Yeah, that was when Finn was like, "We're gonna die if we stay here. Let's get out."
And then we died anyway.
But that was the same water.
No, well, I mean, same water, but we really didn't notice anything about the water in the first party.
Well,
I'll be right back. I gotta go take care of a cheesecake. It won't take me too long.
I
Can I
guess
have cheesecake?
carry on.
I mean, you can if you want to come down. I made a cinnamon roll cheesecake, and then tomorrow I'm making mini pecan cheesecakes.
I bought stuff to make creme brulee.
I've never had creme brulee, so you come down here, make me creme brulee, and then I'll let you have a piece of cheesecake.
This sounds like a
Yeah,
favorite.
the most important part of a creme brulee,
What?
The torch.
the torch.
I have the torch.
Yes.
I am gonna make Philly cheesesteaks tomorrow, or at least an attempt at a Philly cheesesteak because.
I was gonna say, is it truly a Philly cheesesteak?
Well,
Wow.
I've got.
You got a
I've,
flat top griddle there.
no, I was gonna take my skillet, put it on my grill, with a little bit of beef fat, and then slice up real thin a sirloin steak with some onions and peppers, and then I've got some homemade cheese sauce because kids requested mac and cheese, and we didn't have any cheese sauce, but I overestimated how much cheese sauce I'd need.
Actually, I would say it's pretty on par.
Yeah. Here, you want to look at this congealed mass of heart attack itis?
It's like, look what I have. Cheese sauce.
It's in a fridge.
Where
So
are
it's
you?
like,
Yes, thank you for showing us your.
Where is this? Are you in your kitchen?
yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. What do I
Yeah.
do?
But yeah. So, kids, Anderson, like, I'm trying to cook more of what Anderson likes so that way he can eat it. It's like, I'm tired of cooking stuff that it's like, oh man, I'm going to cook some French onion soup. He's like, oh, I don't like it. All right, let's try some.
Well, you make them eat it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna ask my mom how they got me to stop sleeping in their bed.
appreciate it. Because, I was also a wanderer, but my dad slept on the floor right in front of my bed. And my bed was against the wall. So if I tried to get down, I was going to step on him.
I never did that. I was not a kid that crawled into beds
Crawled out of bed.
or into anyone else's bed.
I crawled out of my crib and into a bed.
I once I crawled out of my bed so much, like I could climb out of the crib at 11 months. And there was one night that my parents were so tired and like I just kept getting out, that they took my playmat, like my playpen, and flipped it upside down. So it was like a cage. But they only did that one night just because they were absolutely desperate.
I'm not judging.
All right, I'm back.
Hello. Come on. Come here. You can do it.
Where was I? Oh yes, Ailun. That is what Levi has read, and with a depiction of this long tendrilled creature with many eyes. You notice this one, Levi, is not scratched out as much. It's like all of the imagery and the language stays intact. It's a lot of things that say, that seem to be denoting worship and knowledge of the ages.
Well, something down here is being worshipped, and it can swim.
We already knew that from the other temple above, though.
Where are you going?
Temple we were already in.
Can I still feel the object?
Yeah, is Ian?
Yep.
Okay.
Did I look like I froze?
A little
A little
bit.
bit.
Yes, Katya. It is beyond the stalactites. The cave continues to narrow.
I let everybody know it's right up there. Do we want to go get it?
I don't know. It's you who wants it.
I mean,
I
we
wanna go
came
get it.
and the
Well, we're along for the ride, aren't we? We're dragging on your coattails,
Well, Ian is
riding you like Falcor.
What?
We're riding you like Falcor.
That's the reference he made last time. You know how Sebastian in Neverending Story like rides
Yes.
Falcor.
My bigger problem is I thought you said Al Gore.
Yes, I'm riding you like Al Gore.
That's where I was like, what?
Yes.
We're gonna
Excelsior.
Come on, get on. We're gonna go invent the internet.
I had a lot of weird political conversations today, so
Al Gore. Okay.
I mean,
That's an old one, but okay.
This is
I don't know
definitely
who's
the
still
week
bringing
to
about
have
war these days,
political
but-
conversations.
20 years too late.
well, once I read that and pass it along, I'm probably just going to go back to the rest of the group.
cool. Then we'll
Cool.
go towards the thing.
All right. This is when the cave becomes very narrow. You guys aren't always able to be hooked up to Katya.
Oh,
Sometimes you have to let go of her so that way you can slip in between passages
Never.
and rocks.
I would never.
But
Never
Katya,
yes.
this is when you can tell the object has stopped completely.
Okay.
Can I get another perception check?
For me in particular,
For all of you are going to be looking, but so I won't deny.
7.
Katya, you're more worried about not getting stuck on any of these.
12.
21.
16.
I don't even have a negative in perception. I'm just rolling poorly.
It happens. It's like my alert character. It's like the lowest I could roll on initiative is 11.
I just get skills out the rear. 'Cause that's what rogues be doing.
Yeah, they don't get to do much else.
I get to stab things.
Yep.
And they freaking explode.
So, Meepo, you're the first to notice that there's a light source beyond the two pieces of light that your party is currently illuminating. It is directly in front of you, in the direction that Katya is pulling you guys along.
Oh boy.
I point out the light to Katya.
Well, that's convenient.
We're about to get anglerfished.
Yeah, most likely. I question sometimes why y'all let me lead, but here we are.
Because this is your adventure to get your gem.
This is fair. But
This
we're
is
also
like Rick and Morty. We take turns going on a little adventure. We always go on your adventure. Now, my adventure. Now it's your adventure.
Have we been on your adventure?
Probably sometime. I don't know. Maybe when I got kidnapped.
Fair, fair.
I feel like that was the one that was most in line with Meepo so far.
Meeple is a hard imprisoned kobold.
Okay.
Meeple is hard on, been on the inside, man.
Do you all continue towards the new light?
Unless
Yep.
anybody stops me, I will.
Well, we're just following Cat. Well, at least most
Yeah.
of us are.
All right then.
Yeah, far too much faith in me.
We believe in you.
Well, since you guys are swimming up, not only has this cavern, been getting narrower and narrower, it seems to have been traveling upwards. And that's me, but that's, I guess, what granted you that position, since you always wanted to stay close to Katya's head. You had the highest angle.
I have the high ground.
You have the high ground.
You all come up top of this slight bluff in the rocks, and that is when you get to see the. He came down
Hello?
again.
Okay.
It's
Put
like
it to bed.
No, I heard Hope.
Oh. If you need to put him in bed,
No, he's just not listening. This is the fifth
Yes.
time apparently.
Oh.
I guess that's that age when they start getting rebellious.
Is that all ages?
No,
He wasn't rebellious before.
he can be very sweet, but like he's definitely at that age of no, Anderson, you cannot have candy. It's like,
Oh, water.
well, I'm just gonna take the candy and eat it.
See, it's the age when they realize they can before they realize they shouldn't.
The second part doesn't come till for a very, very, very long time.
Believe it or not, kids don't learn actual morality for quite a while.
Well, no,
They don't actually
brains-
develop a sense of morality for a while yet.
No, it's more of like he needs to understand that there are rules and consequences to the rules.
I know a lot of teenagers that aren't like that.
Time to go teach him some consequences.
See what's make a good
And
slap
repercussions.
Negative reinforcement. Quietly hear leather cracking in the distance.
or just my neck.
It's just your neck.
Or your knuckles. Come here.
Anyway,
Time for some negative reinforcement.
anyway, what was I doing? Okay.
We,
You have come around this bend in the cavern path, and you see the light streaming in. You are in what looks to be an opening of the rock formation. There seems to be pale twinkling light beaming down from an oblong opening in this cave floor. It's like at the bottom of this basin that you are standing on the edge of the precipice of. Sorry. You see several glittering domes, as well as movement amongst these domes.
Yeah, don't touch those, please.
No, hold on. Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
we've
Probably.
Meepo, as soon as you said that out loud, all of the very familiar looking fish folk down below turned in your direction. They are the rows of razor sharp teeth with black set eyes
we're
look
so
up at you.
screwed.
Some have leathery blue skin that appears to be very rough with fins on their heads. Some of them, their skin is scaly.
Do they appear
those-
to be humanoid?
they appear to be Sahuagin.
Hey, Logan, what was that word we learned upstairs at the altar?
There was no altar.
Sekala or
Sekala.
Um, hold on. The other one was a loon.
I just start repeating Sekula loudly.
Do I see how they respond to that?
What is that noise?
Make an insight check.
Ooh, finally, something I'm actually kind of good at. $21.
They look very angry. And they immediately begin to go scrambling for spears, tridents, hooks, all made of various elements of bone.
I'm going to try something.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast tongues on myself.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to speak down to them. We apologize. We do not mean to intrude. We do not want violence.
See, I think they don't.
For everyone else, click immediately makes sounds. Make a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Guidance.
Not so good. You giving me guidance?
Sure.
You didn't choose violence, but I did.
Are we allowing the guidance to go through, Logan?
It's not reaction speed.
So is that a no?
That's an 8.
Click. You immediately hear meat, meat,
Yeah,
meat,
I-
meat, 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 meat.
I
Sounds
immediately
like
turn to
Meepo.
Meepo and go, Meepo, you would like these people.
Well, they don't seem to like me, so
Oh, no,
no, I
Meepo,
think
they
they'll
like you a lot.
very much.
Immediately, scores of them begin swimming in your direction.
I would like to do one more action.
All right,
It's
you'll have
dark
one
down
more.
here, right?
It's what?
It's really dark down here, right?
Not where you guys are now. There's an opening in the cave ceiling, which is what allowed you to see the glittering crystal domes.
Okay. So these are not like deep water creatures where it's like incredibly dark and therefore they would be sensitive to daylight and sunlight, would they?
No, and from what you know, you've seen these exact creatures attack a ship before on the surface.
How many appear? How many of them appear? How many of them does it appear there are? I English good.
You do just me.
There is.
That was a lot of dice, and I'm worried.
There is a grand total of 14 creatures that seem to be swimming towards you right now. Some of them appear to be larger than others. Katya,
Yes.
on the very far edge of this cluster of domes, looking out across the cultivated seabeds and various toll-looking implements, is that humanoid with the blue skin and the white belly, holding on to that trident. It is the shark man creature.
I aim for him.
He looks up at you with a wide grin, and I think that's where we can start initiative.
Can I do one thing out of combat?
It depends on what it is, because
Well, initially I was going to ask Kat because this is her deal. What do you want to do? Do you want to fight or do you want to smash and grab?
Oh, plan for smash and grab, honestly, but
If we're planning for a smash and grab, then what I'd like to do out of combat is cast spiritual guardian spirit guardians. Would you allow that, Logan, or would you like for me to do that at the start of my turn?
what speed is it?
Spirit guardians is an action.
Uh,
I figured they were at least a good way off, so the idea was to get it cast now so I could get to them and already have it set.
I would argue that your use of tongues and your attempt to dissuade them
That's fine.
was that.
That's fine.
But you can definitely do it on your first turn. No problem there.
Well, I may change that depending on how the first round goes. But are we going to go ahead and do combat now?
Yeah, let me make the map.
That's cool.
Not the map, but the combat tracker.
Man, I'm rolling like crap.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled an 8.
17.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Oh no. Oh no, it's all locking up. Alright, I said there were that many. And there were let's see how many are there. 11. So this could be very bad.
It's already very bad.
I mean, odds are they would have spotted you guys anyway because you were not swimming up quietly. But then Meepo just, said out loud, don't touch their stuff. Okay, now can I get everybody?
Notice this before we spoke?
No, you guys were on top of a rocky ledge on the precipice.
Surprised
And, like-
you weren't noticed earlier.
I mean,
Yeah.
they were practically going to notice you in a minute, but I was going to give you guys a chance.
Oh, well. Let's go.
All right, Click, what's your initiative?
10.
Levi?
14.
I'll be right back. I'm going to throw something away and then I'll be golden.
Meepo?
17.
Katya?
2.
2. Eee.
You're telling me.
Ah. I gotta roll a bunch of dice here. You're not the only one that rolled bad.
I'm here. I'm just going to be off camera for a few seconds.
No, you're good.
Bet she rolled the worst.
Not quite the worst.
Oh, somebody got a 1. Impressive. Especially since I thought these guys would have a positive modifier.
Well, maybe they're neutral. I mean, they're not slowpokes by any means, but NBA Control S. Oh, Sinner's hand. Boom, 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 boom. Song's been stuck in my head. You know what I'm talking about?
I just know the meme. I think. Shake my hand or something.
So it's Dr. Facilier in the 2009 Princess and the Frog.
Did not see it.
Yeah, that's a good one. But Keith David sings a song as the voodoo witch doctor.
Hmm.
All right. So,
Oh, I like that one.
oh yeah. So you all immediately, Katya being the one who spotted him, you see the man shark raise his trident above his head and it begins to glow with a blue aura. As he begins to swirl it, moving the water. It begins to spin faster and faster, forming a whirlpool.
We all float down here.
Well, pretty much because he is going to cast the control water spell using this. So I'm going to need you all.
Can I counterspell?
You can try.
Okay. Might as well.
Isn't there still a super big boss we gotta fight after this?
Probably.
Yeah, boy.
You attempt the counterspell.
I will counterspell.
All right. I need you to roll, please.
So it is 4th level or higher?
Yep.
Okay. Never mind.
Do you know
What'd you-
counterspell?
I apparently
get?
grabbed Laura's dice.
Oh no! What'd you roll?
A 9.
Yeah, that won't do it.
I didn't know you even had to roll anything for a counterspell.
So for counterspell, it automatically negates any spell level 3 or lower. But for level 4s or higher, you either need to upcast counterspell to the appropriate level, or you need to. Oh, that's Chris.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just wondering where that sound came from. Or if in this case you need to counter a higher level spell, you must roll a d20 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh wait,
That's
what?
a-
Let's see. What's my spell
You guys are
casting
casting
modifier?
this over level 4.
Yeah,
Now I'm concerned.
Let's see. My spell casting modifier is what?
Guys, there's 14 of them, and one of them can cast a spell level above 4. Shit.
So, so the spell casting modifier is.
let me
a
make this
proficiency?
100% right. If the spell fails, if it is casting fourth level, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So, you use charisma as a sorcerer warlock. So,
Right.
what did you roll on your dice?
I rolled a 9.
And then you add your charisma modifier.
Oh, never mind. That's a 13 then.
Ooh, just missed it.
But it was closer.
It was closer.
Guys, we're gonna die.
You all immediately feel the water begin to pull you on your backs, dragging you towards the center of this basin and towards all of this swimming Sahuagin.
They can cast over level 4 spells.
No, he's
There's
cast.
14
He casted a level 4.
Yeah, a level 4 spell is not a low level. And there's 14 of them.
No,
Fuck.
he's only the main guy did that.
Actually, I did it
13
slightly
more.
wrong. It's not pulling you, it's forming a whirlpool. All right, so I need everyone caught in this whirlpool to make a strength athletics check.
But I'm just holding on to Katya.
I got an 18 that time.
I go where she go.
Chris, you're muted.
Athletics check.
Yes, let me read this. Whirlpool. The effect requires a body of water of at least 50 feet square by 25. To cause a whirlpool to form in the center of the area. The whirlpool forms a vortex that is 5 feet wide at the base and up to 50 feet wide at the bottom, and 25 feet tall. Any creature or object in the water within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet toward it. A creature can swim away from the vortex by making a strength check against your spell save DC. When a creature enters the vortex for the first time or starts its turn there, it must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and is caught in the vortex until the spell ends. On a successful save, the creature takes half damage and isn't caught in the vortex. A creature that is caught in the vortex can use its action to try and swim away as described above, but it has disadvantage on the strength athletic checks to do so. The first time each turn that it enters the vortex, the object takes 2d8.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Here, I did that wrong. At the start of everyone's turn, you're going to need to take first. You'll take the 2d8, and then you can try to swim away from it.
Is there anything at the center?
At the very center of it, no. It's just more so. It's like you're in a cone with swirling water. It's a weird spell because it's like normally cones are in front of you, but this cone is up.
Neat. Well, I saved with the 16.
Well, we'll start on your turns. Katya. And pretty much everyone, you see all the creatures begin to stop as this whirlpool begins because they do not wish to enter it. The next person that'll actually make a move beyond setting up will be Meepo. What are you going to do, Meepo?
Well, I stay on Katya's shoulders.
Well,
And,
first let's do our damage.
okay, what do I...
Let's see. When you start your turn there, you must make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Already got a 16.
Okay, a 16 save, so you only take half damage. So take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You were not caught in the vortex, so you were able to swim.
Ow. Well, I am on Katya's shoulders, so can I swim her? Can I move her?
I'm going to say no.
Try and pull her out of the vortex. I will stay on Katya's shoulders and ready action to attack any enemy. Enemy that comes within range.
So you want to stay in the vortex?
Well, I'm going to assume Katya's going to move on her turn. I feel it's a safe assumption she could probably pass strength saving throws pretty well.
All right.
If she doesn't, oh well. Katya might kill me, whatever.
Just saying, it's going to be a while before Katya's turn.
Well, it doesn't hurt me until the start of my turn. So
right.
She's going to go sometime before I go again.
All right. Levi, I need you to make a strength save.
Can I use her as a shield?
So I can't use my 18 already?
Can I use her as cover, Logan, between me and the enemies? Is that that's a question?
If you take, well, you're not a halfling, so
I'm small, so
halflings have the specific ability of being able to hide behind friends.
Wait, normal people can't hide behind other people?
No, I would say yes, but it's a specific ability.
What? Being small is not an ability.
All right. So
I can't use you as a human shield.
I swapped
Yeah.
out Laura's dice here, and I actually got a natural 20 with a -1 for a 19.
Nice. So you are only going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are not caught in the vortex.
Okay, so question for you.
Yes.
How, since I'm not caught in the vortex,
Right.
can I use my Radiant Soul and get a flying speed and jump up out of the water?
You're going to have to go up pretty far to get out of the actual water. But and I'd say you'd have to swim to get up there. What is your Radiant Soul?
It's a 30 feet flying speed.
30 feet. So it's technically 15 feet underwater because it would be the only time rough terrain would be affect flying speed, I think.
So does that mean I can get out of the water?
It means you can move 15 feet while in the water.
But I can't get out of the water. So we're actually underwater.
Yeah, you guys are completely submerged.
Okay. I thought we were still kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
We in a hole.
Okay. I'm not going to worry
Underwater
about
cave.
that then. I will, since I already tried to counterspell him and that didn't work, I will go ahead and. So I'm sure I'm concentrating on him, them, and not the 14 things. So I will pop my spiritual weapon on him as the bonus action.
Yep.
And that will be a 17 to hit.
That does hit.
And that will be 8 damage.
All right.
And then I will Eldritch Blast him twice.
All right, go for it.
First one is an 18. Second one's a 23. I assume those both hit?
Yeah.
Okay, not very much damage though. It'll be 5 and then 6. So I don't need to try and move out of the whirlpool. I'm just not necessarily affected by it.
So you're still inside the whirlpool, and during the start of your turn, you would have to make another strength save. But Levi, it seems that your barrage of attacks has unbalanced him. As you were spinning through the water, you were able to there. And what did you summon? Did you summon your snowy owl?
Yes.
I'm imagining it's like he comes and starts scratching at the man shark's nose. He's trying to swat it away ineffectually, and that's when you get your opportunity to Eldritch Blast him twice, and the whirlpool begins to dissipate. All right, so that changes the combat.
For the better.
Yeah.
So my counterspell didn't work, but my little part did.
Yes, hitting him tends to do that. Yes.
Look, you rolled low on your counterspell. I rolled low on his con save.
Concentration.
Yep. Levi, as soon as that whirlpool dissipates, it seems like that's what they were all waiting for. As one of the grunts comes swimming up to Katya with a spear in hand. Katya, I bet oh, come on, load for me. 17 doesn't hit.
Sure does not.
Nope. Yeah, no hits.
I was about to say, you can go ahead and try, buddy.
It is now Click's turn.
All right. Let's see. We don't really have much of a map, so how far away are they from me?
So they're about 60 feet away from you, at least the one furthest from you, which would be the man shark. I'm sorry, if you want to use a map, it is already 10 o'clock. I can have a better one set up next
It
time.
don't matter.
That's fine.
Do you want to go through the first round and then?
Yeah, we can do that.
How far away is the group? Like the group that's all huddled?
Which group? Because
The way I'm imagining it, because I'm having trouble understanding, I guess, is the big guy that casts a spell is over somewhere, and the group with all their pitchforks are all huddled, waiting to attack. And then once the whirlpool went, now they're kind of all charging at once.
yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So they're closer to you than the guy with the trident.
Great, but they're still like a decent distance away, right?
20, 30 feet.
Okay. So because I still have tongues up, I'm going to turn to the magic user and say, two can play your game, and I'm going to cast Control Water, and I'm going to use Whirlpool on the group.
Oh,
All right, then.
how the tables have turned.
Okay, so on the start of their turn, they're going to need to make bludgeoning saves. All right, we're going to start with this guy.
Hold on, and I still get a bonus action.
All right, sorry.
So no, you're good. You're good. Is Magic One about 60 feet away from me?
Yep.
Toll the Dead. He has to make a Wisdom save.
He's not good at that. Saving 15, right? Oh,
16.
You know, sometimes I feel like this dice is loaded against Chris.
It is. All your dice have always been loaded against me.
What
There's
is
a
it?
reason why
It's
I've
personal.
died more than anybody in this campaign.
Click has never died. Click has never
But you
died.
came back, so
That was
hush.
just because you like altered it at the end.
You've
Because
been revived more than anyone in this game, so
I botched the rules
Yeah.
and I didn't want to screw you over, so Click has never died.
All right, so I take it he succeeded.
With a nat 20.
Okay. And just to make sure, I'm pretty sure it's you either get all or you get none. Target, yeah, no, so it's get all or get none. So that's okay. It's a cantrip. It's okay. I did what I wanted.
Yeah. Okay. So that was you, Click, and then this
Yeah.
person's going to make a strength save.
And
All
their
right.
strength save goes against, because I didn't read the full thing on Whirlpool.
It's your spell save.
My spell
Here.
still is going to be 16.
Okay. With a -1. No, that's a +1. I can't read. That
I
is
like -1 better.
Same.
that is a pass with an 18.
Bob Saget.
He takes half damage.
All right. Let's see here. So that's going to be 2d8. Let's see. That was 3 points of damage. I rolled a 2 and a 1.
Okay, so
1 point
2.
or 2 points.
Or is it 2 or 1? I forget.
I don't know if you round up or round down.
I don't remember. So this guy not being trapped in the vortex, he's going to swim. He is going to swim for
Dice down.
he's going to swim for Meepo.
does he come within range?
He comes within range to stab you.
Did I stab him?
Okay, try to stab him. Because you have a reaction, so make your attack.
Reaction with advantage.
Yeah, I'll say the sun's not bright enough to be bright.
I thought we were
Sun-
underground.
You are underground, but there's sunlight coming in from the cave opening above. You're still completely underwater.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oof.
Oh, this is gonna fucking hurt.
Yeah,
This is gonna
kill
hurt
him.
bad.
Yeah,
Kill
you
him.
might not make it to you.
Let me see. God, I gotta look up how many sneak attack dice.
Kill him.
Because the stupid app covers it up. Damn you, lucky.
I think it's 4d6.
I think so too. No, 5d6 at level 9.
Ah.
So I gotta roll 2d8. 8 plus 10d6. Plus 5. 53 damage.
How do you want to do it?
I choose that he just literally just swims into my sword. I literally just stick my sword out and he swims into it because he was swimming at me. Because why not? Because it's comical.
Yeah, and he just fucking dies.
Huh. They're not very smart, guys.
That's
They're not
okay.
very smart.
We take not very smart.
Katya, this next one's coming for you. That doesn't hit.
Nope.
Nope.
Excellent.
It seems like their bone spears are not very effective against your giant forged armor.
A concept. That's why we're here. To better the armor. And somehow appease the giant we lied to.
Katya, they're just beginning to swarm you, but you call back to when Sinjak was being attacked by these things on the boat.
Yes.
It seems like they are just simply trying to swarm you, trying to get some gap in the armor. Nope. Nope. You are now surrounded by 3 of these things, Katya.
Excellent.
It is now your turn.
Excellent. Time to hit the things.
Hit the things.
Just checking what I can do. Alright, I'm gonna hit one of the ones in front of me.
Do it.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Nat 20!
Oh, goodness.
I heard that sound.
My computer's making noise. We said that a thing has to happen. Hold on.
Oh, right.
What do you mean?
I
a
didn't
thing has
forget
to
this
happen?
time.
So, Katya, your sword becomes glows in a ethereal red light as you slash through this creature. Go ahead and roll damage. Are you gonna pump it? Because I just need to know if you're gonna completely bisect this thing or give it a nasty cut on its chest.
She hasn't even rolled damage.
Well, the first one had 7 damage.
Well, watch her roll all ones.
Oh wait, so was the nat 20 the 7?
No.
Okay, this is your second attack with it.
Yeah. The
Okay.
first one was 7. The next 2 was 21 together.
Katya, you because of your cloak of the manta ray, you're effectively like you're not swinging with your arm like you would up above the surface, cutting through the water. Your manta ray cloak is allowing you to spin to get that extra force into your sword, swinging it deftly through the water. Uh, with your second attack, you were able to bisect this creature. And the blade glows a translucent red in an aura type trail, and you gain, I think it's 10 points temporary hit points.
Oh. What if I'm down 9 points?
I mean, it's still temporary hit points. Hey, you're still on mic.
Ian.
You're
What was that?
You didn't mute.
You didn't mute. We could hear you talk. Damn it!
Still not. You're muted. That's funny.
I feel like we all should just say hi to the person that Ian's talking to.
Hello, person.
Hi, person.
Hello.
Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
No, you're okay.
That's his life.
But Katya, yes, you do gain 10 temporary hit points. And the way temporary hit points work, think of it as like an overshield and a spare health tank. It's like you just have these 10 hit points that you take off first.
Okay, I see.
What if you give someone who's down temporary hit points? What happens?
I'd have to look that up.
Interesting.
But that's actually the end of our combat round. You guys have already sliced through 2 of these people.
I thought there was way more than that.
Yes,
There was
it's
like
just
14 of them.
yes, but a lot of them were waiting for the whirlpool to do more.
No. Or I did.
So yeah, we're gonna pick up there. I'll try to have a better map ready.
No worries.
No sweat.
You've been doing a lot.
Yeah, I haven't wanted to.
I know.
And I mean, like I do enjoy this game a lot. I don't want to say like this is the taxing part. It's the
I know. We kind of get it.
But I don't know if you stop the recording.